Happy Monday. We have a huge two-game slate. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are back to talk some NBA action. This weekend kicked my butt. That's right. We've been on a roll. We went into the weekend on a 6-0 run, and we left with a 3-6 weekend. Anything that could go wrong did go wrong. Some rough beats, just, NBA end of season stuff. It happens, and some bad reads as well. But we'll go over the recap in just a little bit. Quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video will be out before this video. Be sure to check it out. We're on a nice 7-2 run there. Hopefully we can get it going. We got a ton of research help to give you as well every single day. So any graphics you see in this video, you know where it's from. It's from an app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click that link below in the description. You get a 7-day free trial. So let's get the week started. That means it is dad joke time. Here we go. This is a dad joke for sure. Why did the boy throw the clock out the window? Because he wanted to see how time flies. All right. In this video, we're going to recap that weekend, unfortunately, and then we're going to talk injury report and back-to-backs. Again, it is a two-game slate. This is ugly today, probably because we got the national championship game going on. But then we're going to talk defenses versus the point guard position. Still going to give you the info because you can use it today and throughout the week. And then we're going to give you our best bet. Any leans we have today. Again, we got some rough teams playing as well today. But, of course, we'll finish it with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community. We are on our way to 40,000 subscribers. Cannot thank you guys enough, but I'm ready to get started, and that means it's recap time. All right, here it is, the ugly weekend. That's right. We've been on a roll lately, but you know what? Sometimes the NBA and sports betting will humble you. Friday was Mr. Humble. I mean, my goodness. Jalen Green under 21.5 points. The dude came out and took every shot possible, and the defense couldn't stop him. Terrible read. He scored 34. And then it gets ugly, guys. And I don't know what else to say. We lost bet number 2 because Shaden Sharp couldn't hit 20 points. He hit 17. He shot 7 for 23, guys. He took 23 shots and couldn't get to our alt line of 20 points. Duran got the job done. Filipowski only played 23 minutes because he's on the Jazz. But no, really, it's probably because he sucked. How about 3 for 15? The 2 overs I needed, Sharp and Flip, were combined 10 for 38 shooting. That's a day. Saturday, we moved to 1-1, and they were like close. One of them, Brook Lopez, we won in overtime in like the last 10 seconds. And then Risa Share, over 13.5 PAs, he had 13. Well, actually, he had 14. And then a stat correction took an assist away, and he had 13, and we lost on the hook. And then Sunday, we ended with a ho-hum 2-2 day. So 3-3 after that rough Friday. Vucevic over 1.5 threes. Cash, I think, in like the first 5 minutes of the game. Jackson Hayes only played 12 minutes. Somehow got 12 PRs, and we won on the hook. Steph Curry under 5.5 assists. Now, there's a couple people making some comments how mad they were because he had 7 assists at halftime. He didn't have any in the second half. But again, some of this stuff, the Houston Rockets changed how they played defense and just completely double and triple teamed him. He did not score like any points in this game, and he had a ton of assists. Again, I'm not in the coaches' meeting. Sometimes this happens, and they change how they play. But all season long, they have been limiting assists to Steph Curry and everybody else. That's just how it goes sometimes when you're not in the team meeting. So Aaron Gordon over 23.5 PRAs, just terrible read. He was not wanting to play. He was pretty much out there for cardio. I don't know what he ended with. He had like 10 at one point in the fourth quarter, I believe. He was just brutal. It was the Jokic show. So anyways, that's the recap. 3-6. These kind of weekends will happen. 80 and 56 on the under player props. Overall record, 299 and 242, now up 27.47 units. So that's what we got for the recap. Now let's take a look at the injury report. All right, we got to take a quick break to tell you about Call Sheet. This is incredible, guys. If you're not using this site, you are missing out. It's like stocks. You can buy and sell contracts, but it's with all world events and things that even interest you. I mean, you can see up there, we have politics, sports, crypto, economics, companies, climates, financials, anything you want to bet on, we can do it here. So just want to let you guys know, the link is below. If you guys want to sign up, first 500 people get $20 bonus credit. But let's go to ours today. So we're going to head over to the sports category. What a shocker, huh? And as you can see, you can pick the champion you can pick PGA Masters champion and all that. But we're going to go to that first one. We are going to go to the March Madness championship winner. I gave out Duke a week or two ago, and they absolutely choked at the end of the game, up 6 with a minute left. But I'm going to go Houston versus Florida, and we are going to take Houston to win the title, 48 cents, which kind of shows you they're a slight underdog. That's 48 cents per contract. We're going to go over there. We're going to throw $8 in there. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get $8. You can see the price of each contract and the payout if it wins. And then we hit review, and then we are going to submit this sucker. We're all over Houston. That's right, baby. Riding that defense of the Houston Cougars. But anyways, that's what we got for Kalshi. So if you guys want to check it out again, the link is below in the description. Now back to the video. All right, we start with the Kings at Pistons. Keegan Murray is questionable for the Kings. Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris are questionable as well. So some big injuries there. 76ers at Heat. Andrew Wiggins is questionable for the Heat. Justin Edwards and Kyle Lowry are questionable. Oubre and Yabusele are out for the Sixers. And also, just in case you didn't know, because he's on the 76ers, the Water Boy is also out. Probably a hangnail issue going on in the pinky. Guys, I could make a whole list of 76ers players. It's insane. But that's what we got for the injury report. And there's only one team playing on a back-to-back, and it's the Sacramento Kings. And they happen to be absolutely awful. 3-12 against the spread on 0 days rest. The second worst record in the entire NBA. So that's what we got for the injury and back-to-backs. Now let's take a look at some point guards. All right, we start out with the defenses giving up the most points to the point guard position. Again, no matchups, 2 games only, 4 teams playing. Pistons are playing, and they happen to be giving up the most points to the point guard position in the entire NBA the last 30 days. And then Cade Cunningham over there, obviously playing in Tyler Hero, who's been point guard, shooting guard, everything, but he's handling the ball. So 23.9 points per game for him. Cade with 27.1. Obviously, these aren't all going to help you out today, but they should help you out throughout the week. But let's go check out the rebounds now. No teams playing that are in the top 10 of giving up points. But again, Cade and Tyler Hero are in the top 6 there for rebounds per game. And then let's take a look at the assists. And there we are. We got one team, the 76ers, have given up 10.1 assists per game. Cade Cunningham over there averaging 7.6. Again, all these numbers are in the last 30 days. So let's go take a look at any unders in the toughest matchup and the number 1 team against point guards. Go figure. 76ers allowing 19.8. That's shocking to me in the last 30 days. And then Kings are there in the top 10. Kings give up the second most rebounds to point guards, and then you see the Pistons and the Heat over there in the top 10 and fewest assists allowed. So that's what we got for the point guard position. And now it is time for the best bets. All right, when I say best bets today, I mean it's leans right now. I mean, let's face it, guys. We have 2 rough games. We have the 76ers playing in one of them. Injuries everywhere. Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris, Keegan Murray. I'm not a guy who wants to just force picks down your throat for no reason. There's 2 games, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to talk a couple leans. There's not even a lot of props out for one of the games or any props out. So I'm going to give you some, if I have an official bet, it'll be in the pinned comments below, obviously, like usual. But let's go over a couple leans first real quick. So the first one, under 230.5, the Kings-Pistons game. The Kings are on the second night of a back-to-back here. This line just seems a bit high with some injuries. Like I said, Jalen Duren, questionable. Tobias Harris, questionable. Keegan Murray, also questionable. So in the last 8 games, Pistons and Kings are both in the top 15 for defensive rating. Pace-wise, Pistons are a little fast at 9th. Kings are 17th. And then in the last 10 games, Kings are under this line in 8 of 10 road games. That's right. So they played to the under on the road. Pistons at home, under in 6 of the last 10 home games. Overall, this line just seems a bit high. Especially, you might get a flat Kings team here on offense, especially without Keegan Murray, second out of a back-to-back. So I like the under 230.5. Doesn't mean it's an official bet. Again, not much to pick from here. But lead number 2 in the other game, Miami Heat team total over 114.5. If you can tell, there's not many props. I'm picking other types of bets. But Heat have seen a scoring surge a little bit, at least a scoring surge for them lately. Last 6 games, they're over this line in 5 of those last 6, averaging just under 118 points per game. In fact, scoring 118 or more in 4 of the last 5 overs. They just put up 124 versus Boston. They just played Philly. Didn't have a great offensive game, but still scored 118 a couple weeks ago against them. And this Philly defense is absolutely atrocious. I mean, it's hot garbaggio. 4th worst defensive rating in the last 5 games. Number 1 highest turnover rate also they have. Heat should get some easy buckets off turnovers. They do have the 9th highest percentage of their points coming off turnovers in the last 10 games, so they do rely on it, and I think they're going to get a ton here. 4 of the last 6 opponents have gone over this line versus the Sixers, including the Raptors, who scored 127. That's tough to do. So I think the Heat can put up some points here. Again, we have a blowout factor. It is the Heat. Sometimes they throw up a dud, but the 76ers defense is pretty bad. So that's what I got for my 2 leans. Again, any official bets will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord as well. So I just wanted to give you at least something here. But with not many props out, I'm not going to force half or 1 unit plays here on the video just because it's the night before or anything. But hopefully we can come up with a winner or two in the morning. But thank you guys for watching as always. Really appreciate the support. Again, go check out that MLB video as we have a much bigger slate in the MLB for Monday. So appreciate the support. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hope you guys all have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you soon.